This is going to be our second semi-final of this third Sunday EU Community Cup, where it's going to be Deakins, who is playing Unbreakable. Very interesting. Deakins is a Scottish player. He's been playing Sub-Zero since like day one, and his opponent is going to be Juhasz2014, who admittedly we haven't really seen much of, but it'd be really interesting to see this guy in action. Currently playing Shirai, Ryu, Takeda. I would say this is quite a good matchup for Shirai Ryu. However, he's against Unbreakable, you know, so this is going to be a matchup I'm not really too familiar with.
So Deakins did manage to bag the first tip, which can be really important with Unbreakable now. Has lots to use that bar on. He's going to, unfortunately, waste a bar on the slide there, but he keeps himself safe, so it's not too bad.
Oh, wow. I'm not sure what that was. Maybe that was an attempt to try and punish. I think a little bit antsy to try and do the meter burn slide with Aura active to try and get the launch, but it's not going to work out. Already committing into the forward 1-2 as well, so he's not going to get anything from that either. But he's going to get a nice catch, doesn't confirm into the whole thing. Not really sure about that parry. A little bit of nerves here, I think. He's going to get frozen anyway, and Deakins is going to push him into the corner. Okay, there's going to be Sub-Zero in the corner, but not as we know it.
Wow, just does an NJP out of an NJP, but Deakins does manage to chase it down. I mean, these guys definitely playing... they're making a lot of questionable decisions at the moment, but a lot of it is going unpunished, so it's kind of not really that big of a deal. Catches a raw back too, that could be really big.
No!
Drops the combo.
Costly drop.
Unfortunate.
Unfortunately, you can see there are kind of, I think there's a couple of connection issues here, but it seems to be clean up at the moment. However, I really don't want to jinx it. He's going to go in. Nicely, wake up, the best thing he could have done, and he's still alive. Catches the overhead, and he's going to make that comeback. All because Deakins committed to 1-2-3 before the delayed wake up.
The problem is Deakins, you can tell he tried to mute you with the string, but he didn't wait anywhere near long enough to really get the payout for that, and unfortunately did actually cost him the round completely.
Wake up parry to catch the grab. I think even if he got the 2-4-2, I don't even think that would have connected. The jump in was just too far away. Really weird little animation. Hard knockdown on the back forward 2. Small step back. Instant NJP for the anti-air, and Juhasz has Deakins in the corner in a great situation.
Wakes up with slide. That could have been game, but Juhasz makes it miss instead of punishing it. But still, I mean, this is a massive life. They'd be very, very surprised if Juhasz doesn't manage to close this one out. Unless Deakins can make something cool happen, but NJP forces the breaker out again. Juhasz just kind of one step ahead, as before.
Oh, he gets another parry. This could be the start. Deakins is absolutely going to have to aura. He is, so he's not going to die to block damage. He's going to spend it again. There goes the shatter into another one. Doesn't wait for the wake up. Has no bar to go for the launch either. Instant jump, and here we go. 1-1. Wow.
I mean, kind of feel like that wasn't a comeback as much as it was Juhasz kind of just throwing it away. A lot of those were easy blocks, you know, fuzzyable stuff. And the situation just was, I don't know, his backdash got caught. So that sort of situation, Juhasz kind of just choked, and Deakins took full advantage of it.
I think it's really good for Deakins right now. That entire sequence, not only was he blocking the sequence really well, but he wasn't taking any chip, because this is Unbreakable. The aura denies all chip damage.
Finally, we see Juhasz scout out the wake-up slide, actually punishes it this time, and that's 29%. You want to be taking that away every time you block that normal.
Nice catch on the overhead. Good repositioning. Hard knockdown in the corner. Is Deakins going to do it? Meter burn parry. Recovers a little bit faster. And there we go. A clean jump in. Does not hit confirm into Ice Ball, though. I'm not sure I agree with that.
I actually don't think we've seen Deakins hit confirm anything so far this entire match, and that could be a problem for him if he's playing Unbreakable. And JP whiffs.
The delayed grab, I think you know, almost waiting for an overhead. And there we go. Juhasz with the block on the back 2. Forward 1's going to go for the punish, and that's going to be 1-0. I think that was actually quite crucial right there. We haven't seen any... it's kind of interesting. We haven't really seen much of Deakins using Meter Burn Aura yet. We know that Meter Burn Aura is really good for making certain things not only safe on block, but you can actually combo them on hit. So we saw basically no back 3-3. So although he threw out a couple of overheads there, not one single low was actually went for. So I don't think Juhasz really had any reason to block low until he's actually seen a back 3 come out.
Well, not to mention that at the start of that game, like, there's no getting around it. That was a very shaky start to that match for both of these guys. But whereas Juhasz managed to sort of tighten it up and get a little bit more comfortable, Deakins was still very much struggling at the end of the match, just as much as he was at the start. So we definitely need to see Deakins just kind of pull himself together a bit if he wants to stay in the set.
Oh, really unfortunate there. Juhasz getting a clean jump in, spending that bar. I really think there's nothing wrong with spending that first bar to secure more damage if you already get the first hit anyway. There's the back 3 into Aura. He's going to go straight in. Good pressure. Nice catch on the low. Good block as well, but instant environment interaction. Really smart, knowing that even though we're on training stage, still recognizing those background interactables.
Oh yeah, of course. Training stage isn't an excuse to not be ready for the stage, but Deakins with a preemptive wake-up parry is actually going to get full combo punished for it, and that's a very clean first round for Juhasz.
I feel like I don't really agree with going for wake-up parries from that distance. I mean, there really is... And he was in the air too. Like, you could have definitely seen that Takeda was in the air and that you should not have gone for it. Oh, wow, going in straight aura. He's going to go in. He is going to save the bar. He's going to opt to get the knockdown anyway. Spending both of his, though, Juhasz with a wake-up reversal. Good damage and another hard knockdown.
What's the jumping this time? Deakins. Oh, wow, the aura just ran out, so didn't launch, but is still going to turn that into a full back 2 combo anyway.
I think one of the important things to mention as well, when you're playing as Unbreakable Sub-Zero, when you have the aura active, the shatter becomes 0. Another risky parry. No down 1 though. No punish on the teleport. That was totally unsafe.
I kind of feel like Deakins isn't playing off what he sees. He's just playing completely on what he thinks is going to happen.
Instant kick to the face right there. Interesting.
Because we're not seeing Deakins punish. We're not seeing him, you know, if he's... You can very tell... You can clearly tell he's trying to bait certain things, and when the thing he's baiting doesn't happen and something else comes out, he's just not ready for it.
Oh no, and he tries to hit confirm the one-time back 1 whiffs. And as well, right before that, what I want to say is, he went for the break when he got hit by the reversal before Juhasz spent the second bar to launch. I would have really liked to have seen him break after that bar was spent, so they were trading 2 bars for 2. Because unfortunately, Juhasz having that bar is what's making this situation so risky.
Juhasz with a life lead, but Deakins, no meter, almost runs straight into another NJP.
No slide for air to air either. Deakins, I don't think he's really playing on any hit confirming. He's almost being a little bit ropey. No punish on the forward 1 again. Gets hit anyway. Is he going to spend the second bar? He gets the bounce. That might even be it. And that's almost a hard knockdown. Spending it. Nice use of the second meter. And Juhasz, again, taking a game off the table. 2-0.
Oshiryu has received some changes, but one thing it's always been one of the kings of is spending the bar it's always going to have on those kill combos, right? Where you get the launcher and you know, okay, this will launch for follow-up, this will launch for follow-up, and you know exactly how much extending your combos to the meter is going to do. And in that situation where, you know, the game's over, it might not be an optimal combo normally, but it's going to kill in this situation, so spend the bar and get that extra damage. And Deakins already 2-0 down.
I feel like currently it's not actually working too good for him right now. It's just not really working out. He's landing the hits, but he's not going for the right options off a lot of them. We're seeing a lot of combo drops. The pressure isn't really there. If he was just trying to capitalize on things like back 1-2 freeze, you know, these staple punishes, but he's kind of autopiloting a little bit and going straight in for shatter. But really nice use of the reversal there. Aura being active is going to make meter burn slide launch, and he's going to go in for another aura. If he has him in the corner, that's going to be a nice amount of combo damage if he catches it.
I do like how Deakins is a lot more prone to doing the meter burn slide when he's got the aura just like that to turn it into one of the few 1-bar armored launchers left in the game. And another back 2, Deakins fishing a little bit too much for that as the punishable option.
He went in for another wake-up parry. They really haven't been working out. I don't think he should be going for them, but he's constantly going to try and do it. Catches the back 2, hit confirm into the teleport, knockdown, nice use of the corner repositioning to put Sub-Zero away from the corner. Let's not forget, because it's unbreakable, he's not going to have to worry about clone, such a strong tool in other situations. Oh no!
Deakins, I mean, there's trying to condition your opponent, and then there's just giving yourself away. And I feel like Deakins is slowly beginning to go towards the other end of the spectrum, where he's not playing terribly, he's just playing very unsafe in situations that he doesn't really have to. And again, Juhasz is just putting up that wall of NJP time after time, and the damage payout is 30% every time. Why not?
Well, I think even though when the aura is active, the shatter becomes 0 and it increases the pushback, in most situations that's really good, but it does look like it does massively set up pushback for Takeda's instant NJP, and he drops the combo. He might still be okay. He gets the down 3, so he's still back in it. That could have been a major combo drop.
Well, especially against Shiryu, was one of the better comeback potentials in the game. The preemptive parry again, Deakins again, playing on what he wants to happen, less so what he sees.
Oh,
parry,
nice!
That was a beautiful one.
You know, I'm surprised that even worked. Most of the time, parry doesn't actually parry special overheads, but in that case, I guess it does.
Well, credit where it's due, Deakins is determined to stick to this game plan. He's taking around. If he can take this game, then clearly he can take matches off with this style, but right now, Juhasz is just getting closer and closer to closing this out. Hasn't got the bar, Deakins with the 2 bars, but again, will he go for the meter burn slide, or is he going to keep it for the breaker? Catches a back 2, and now the corner is his. This is where he needs to keep Juhasz. If he gets out, uses the bar for the launcher, but if he lets him out, this is going to be disastrous for him.
I think at least when he has the slide there, it's going to launch. Deakins has to try and do what he can, but he eats another neutral jump punch. Has not really been scouting those out at all. Doesn't get the chance to get the ice ball. Instant jump kick. It is going to miss. Here we go. Juhasz doesn't have the bar. He spends 2 bars now. Here we go. He's going to have what it works with.
He gets hit by one of those meter burn back forward 2s. Oh, nice whip punish with a slide. Catches the overhead. Juhasz with a clutch break. Deakins still in this match, but no, if he blocked that teleport, that would have been it. It would have been over. But stuffs the down two, all the same in the delayed. Throw is gonna take that. That was a stressful end, I think, to that match for Deakins, but he is going to take it. He is going to bring himself one match up, bringing it to 2-1. So he's at least shown that he can take games in the set, albeit very close. But still, you know, he is sticking to his guns, and he can take games. It's just,
you know, I feel like
dangerous.
I feel like in that last game, so many little things were happening in such close proximity. It was hard to keep up with. I mean, like, it was tiny hit into tiny hit into tiny hit. By the time you can talk about how much bar Juhasz has, he's eaten 2 of these crucial things that have put him so nearly dead. Like, it's quite an explosive match, but not really in the means we're used to seeing. It's just substantial little things constantly.
A big part was Deakins managing his aura a lot better, though, because he was getting the slides, he was turning it into launches, extending his damage, which is something he wasn't really able to set up before. And that's twice Juhasz has just decided to backdash off a down forward. If you're Sub-Zero, you cannot let your opponent do that. You need to get those plus frames and enforce them properly to make sure your opponent can't get out, but no punish, so Deakins does actually manage to keep himself a little bit safe.
I think that was a good read. Speaking of safe, Juhasz did make his teleport cancel safe using the bar there. Deakins trying to read it, catching it anyway, a really nice read, but again, we're kind of seeing some combo drops that are really important. He has 2 bars, spends both of them to get that wake-up attack, and once again, hard knockdown. What's the mix-up? They try and jump on wake-up. I'm not really sure I agree with that. However, no air-to-air for the slide either.
Oh, that's a full whiff punish. Juhasz did not confirm that string. He just threw it out there. Deakins going to make him pay, but he's trying to fight his way out of the corner, build as much bar as possible. There's the meteor bun slide. I'm inclined to think that was a clean punish. But still, Deakins actually 1 round away from tying things up after things looking super bleak.
I feel like this is why Unbreakable, I think, is a decent character now. Not only does Sub-Zero in general have just good frames, but Unbreakable is one of the only variations now that still has an armored launcher. Oh, parry, wake up parry again. Oh my god, back to back. Juhasz just sitting there waiting for these parries at this point.
I feel like that's actually quite a stressful way of playing that Deakins is enforcing right now, because he's not, like I said, he's sticking to what he wants to do. So at this point, even though Juhasz is up on games, he's got to think, crap, is he actually going to do this again? Like, or do I have to adjust? No, punish on the teleport. That would have been massive corner damage, and the aura wears off, making the 1 bar slide a bit of a waste, unfortunately.
Instant jump into 1-2. That was a clean jump. If he was hit confirming, that would have been good. I think Juhasz is gonna try and break anyway. Even though back 2 with no bar, back 2 still hits like a truck. I definitely agree with the option to break that. Trying to aura up, gets tagged by the 2-4 though. Instant teleports, just trying to get out there. Dodges the teleport. Nice use of that grab. But let's see what comes next. Chasing down the backdash with the forward 3 as well. Juhasz, this is definitely his round to lose, I think, at this point. Deakins is looking good, but one substantial hit from either player is going to take the round.
Oh wow, that crouch at the last minute actually gives him the free overhead. Doesn't react to the string this time.
I feel like Deakins was just a little bit worried, and he's going to end farm interaction straight into the Meteor Kunai. Match point for Juhasz. But again, if Deakins was a bit more bold to try and slide with punish that string, he would have been in a much better situation. Again, we're not seeing any jump kick air to airs. I think he might be a little bit worried here.
Well, again, it just comes down to Deakins. He's not playing a reactive game. He's playing a
preemptive game.
Yeah, preemptive. Definitely. Doesn't spend the bar again to get the launcher. That could have been actually a big chance to get some damage. But I think he wants to maintain the opportunity to almost build that breaker. Oh no, he's going to whiff punish with the launcher. One
that
really
could
strong
be it
thing.
for sure.
Very strong thing.
Oh no, he drops the combo. This is an interesting. I mean, that entire round, right? You know, I just said that what we're seeing here is lots of little things that are constantly stacking on top of each other. That's exactly what that round was. I don't think, at any point, Deakins has really done any grounded, full-on, full combo punishes. It's always come from, like, little hits.
Or back 2.
Yeah, it's back 2 hits. Or little catches of, like, 1-2 shatter. But nothing huge or substantial.
Yes.
Yet Deakins finds himself on the verge of a reverse 3-0 against Juhasz to make an amazing comeback.
But I actually feel like this is a change of... Deakins is playing, you know, a little bit better now. He's definitely tightened up his execution, but he's fundamentally playing the same way. It's up to Juhasz to now realize that, okay, Deakins is sticking to this preemptive, you know, he's looking for something, and Juhasz just needs to not give him these options.
And it actually recovers in time. Really, it's actually quite rare footage, I think, of Sub-Zero not getting whiff punished by a teleport when an ice ball comes out. However, Juhasz gets a nice knockdown. Good use of the kunai right there. Tries to punish with slide. That might actually be quite crucial. That slide wouldn't have just done good damage, but it would have put him away from the corner. Oh no! Oh, and again, no punish! Again. I don't actually think we have seen a single teleport get punished by Deakins.
But in a matchup like this, when we're going down to the 5th game, you just simply cannot let teleports go unpunished, especially when you're down match point like this now. Deakins, he's fought so hard to bring this back, but it might all be for nothing if he doesn't tighten up these punishes.
But you always wonder why the teleports aren't being punished. I mean, sometimes you've just got to look at stamina, but for the most part, you've just always got to be ready for Takeda to let it rock. I mean, like what? If he makes it safe, who cares? You're not going to get punished for it, but if you block the teleport and he doesn't make it safe, that was an amazing piece of tech right there, wow!
Oh, but misses the combo follow-up, so just get 60% for that amazing read. It's not enough damage.
Oh no, my god, 4 teleports not punished. This could be such an amazing display, but Deakins is just letting the round slip through his fingers right now.
Hard to blockable. The kunai's pushing away though, she doesn't eat max damage. Again, Deakins being just thrown a lifeline.
Oh my days. Nice use. The slide's going to anti-air that neutral jump punch. You don't see that too often. No stamina to run in. He's going to commit for it. That's a good punish, but there was no aura to make it launch. Nice anti-cross up down 2, and Juhasz might actually win this round on 1 good hit.
Nice to get out there, very careful. He doesn't get JP! Oh, doesn't block the low, doesn't fuzzy it properly. Juhasz maybe a little bit. Oh! Wow, Deakins just not ready at the very end.
Why would you not block that kunai though?
That was a really anticlimactic way to end that game though. That was such a good potential comeback set from Deakins, but just a meter bone kunai in the neutral. I think just throwing that meter bone environment interaction at the end, like maybe that was just the start of it, because he probably knows he shouldn't have done that. But then to get hit by the kunai at the end, I just don't think Deakins was 100% with it at the end there.
No, I mean, like, we saw some good stuff there, but it just came down to fundamental stuff, right? I mean, like, I actually don't think he changed, I don't think he actually changed up the teleport punish at any point. I think he didn't punish a single teleport the whole set.
He was trying to punish teleport with meter burn slide to make it a launch. The reasoning might have been he's doing it because slide has quick startup and you can do it as a reversal and it'll come out faster. However, there are loads of strings you have that punish teleport that special cancel into slide. There is realistically no reason to punish teleport with a raw slide when you can get more damage by setting up a string into slide first. If you're going to meter burn it, just meter burn the slide. There is no reason to punish it with a slide when your strings will do a better job of it.